I know we're on Shaw TV. Do you know what? Give it up for the black DJ in the back, too, one more time. Just make some noise. He's not even a real DJ. He's just a black guy that was walking outside. And they're like, we need a DJ, man. He's like, I guess so, and he's killing it.
Great to meet you.
Oh, thank you.
I have one question, Paul.
Okay.
How do you pronounce your last name?
It's Rabliauskas. It's a Lithuanian, which is crazy because I do a lot of Aboriginal shows and I am from the reserve and stuff. And a lot of people are like, that's not Ojibwe. What is that? Whatever. It actually is Ojibwe. It means not quite. That's what it means. No, that's horrible.
I'm more of a borrow $20 from you and never pay you back kind of Indian. That's what kind of Indian I am. I changed my name on Facebook just so I don't have to pay you back kind of Indian. That's what kind of Indian I am.
My dad, he's from Ontario, and his dad came over to Canada from the war or whatever, and my dad moved to Churchill and was just working with like a bunch of carpenter companies, and he ended up on my reserve, and he met my mom, and long story short, here we am in 2013, just representing the Rabliauskas family hard. It's crazy because in the reserve, there's like a lot of like, my brother has kids and we have a family up there. So that's gonna be like in 10 years, like a legit, like Aboriginal name on the reserve is Rabliauskas, so.
Settle down! Shouldn't have brought my kids.
I've always sort of been a loud guy. Like I've always, I just took an interest in comedy growing up and stuff, and I ran into an old high school friend, Scott Porteous, who also does comedy. We ended up talking, and he was doing shows, and he let me go on a couple shows and stuff, and I just started hanging out with comics, and it just more shows led to more shows and stuff, and 4 years later, whatever, 4 or 5 years later, it's all I do now. I'm sort of a living at it and stuff, so it's it's been a long journey, but it's been really good.
That's crazy. I know everything about you. I know how hard it is to be that fat. It's okay. It just gets worse, man. Like, there's a difference between, like, what fat people can do and what skinny people can do. Like, there's a difference, man. Like I'm a little overweight, and sometimes when I sneeze, I my pants a little bit.
Best comics, I think they talk about their lives and what they know and stuff. Because I'm not like a typical comic. Because I'm like I have a lot of friends that are comics in the city, and they write jokes down and they work on the material. I can't write. It's not like I just can't do it. So I just take things that I know from my life, and if it's funny, I'll remember it and I'll work on that and stuff. So
I don't know. I grew up traditional. It's smoky right now. I'm getting sweaty right now. I'm actually getting visions, spirit visions. And you guys are like, what is it, a bear? What is an eagle? Do you know what my spirit animal is? It's giant tiger. What?
Definitely being Aboriginal and growing up, in a community, an Aboriginal community, and growing up in the North End and going to a predominant Aboriginal school, it just easily became something that people found relatable in Winnipeg. Because Winnipeg, everybody knows sort of, the situations with Aboriginal people and stuff, especially nowadays with I Don't Know More in the news and all that. So people are aware of sort of, more what our culture is all about and stuff. So it's definitely something that Winnipeg has taken to, and it seems like it's worked on both sides, my side and non-Aboriginal people. Like my dad and my mom, we always went to ceremonies and stuff growing up. And I remember when things were sort of settled down at nighttime, all the guys would get together in a tent and they just like go off on like just adult jokes and stuff. And I was lucky enough to sit on a couple of those nights, man. And I just remember being like, man, that is so funny, and just I think that's a lot where that came from and stuff. So it's Aboriginals, man, we'll laugh at anything, and it's my favorite shows are doing shows in front of my people, because it's like I don't even have to prepare. We just start talking, and teasing's a big part of our culture, man. Like if you want to hang out with me and my cousins and stuff, you got to be able to tease each other and like take it and stuff. So and we get pretty harsh, and but it's all love, man.
Oh, look at this young guy looking at me like, man, I want to be just like this guy. Look at him, he's so good. I'm not that good, man. They're like, look at this guy. Look, he has a brand new black t-shirt. Boy, he's good. It's not a brand new t-shirt. I turned it inside out. On the other side, there's a picture of Tupac. He has ketchup all over him. Tupac.
It's amazing that people actually listen and are taken to it. I can't believe it, man. It's one of the hardest things to do is the idea of to go in front of a bunch of strangers you don't know and try to make them laugh and make them feel good and stuff. And it's a challenge, and that's part of why I love doing comedy.
Mom and Dad proud?
Oh yeah, they're super proud of me all the time. It was weird. It took them a long time because I was bumming around. Like it took me a while. I went back home to I was working up north on the reserve for a while, and they were really happy. And there was an opportunity to work up there full time a couple years ago, and I didn't take it, and I chose to pursue comedy, and I don't think they were happy at the time. And I remember I did a show at the Pantages. It was sold out, and it was amazing. It was on radio, and my mom, for the first time, she's like, "Well, you should really look into this and try to get an agent and all this stuff, and book into shows." And I was like, "Yeah, finally." So all the money I owe them or whatever, I can hold off a little bit, I think. So to have them to be able to give me advice and stuff, and have them to phone and stuff is really cool. Plus, whenever they come in the city, they always bring food and stuff for me, so they don't get shot in the reserve or whatever. It's all good though. Yeah. What's up, Shaw Cable? I owe you guys a bunch of money too, man. I'm sorry about that. I'll be taking care of that right away, man. So just lay off Shaw or whatever.
But anyway, what I was trying to say is that if I can leave you with a message tonight, or a question, just something or a statement or a question, something you guys just to leave you with behind, and that's I need a ride home to the North End tonight.